From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
My studio audience. Fantastic. Thank you for being here. No, I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Thank you very much. So, guess what we might have in common with Rihanna? What? She's soft and pink and loves love also. What? All that old party girl, messing around town thing, all that tough girl, better have my money. No, she's soft and pink. And not as wild as everyone thinks. She talked to Vanity Fair magazine and she says she won't have Well, she says she won't have casual sex. Now, I know what you're thinking. Really, girl? But you know what? Sometimes what people put out there is not really who they are authentically when they get in their own four walls of their own house. Do you know what I'm saying? And Rihanna's no different. Here's what she says, and I've always said this about not all women, but I'm one of these women. You might be one of, look, here's what she says. I'm human, I'm a woman, I wanna have sex, but what am I going to do? Just find the first random dude? Just find the first random dude that I think is going to be there. Wait, going to be a great ride for the night? And then tomorrow I wake up feeling empty and hollow? I can't do it to myself. Well, first of all, to not be empty and hollow in the morning, you kick him out at night. Number one. Number two, no, I like this story because, you know, I think that Rihanna, you know, based on all of her social media following and the influence that she has on so many young girls these days, and a lot of times young girls don't listen to OGs like me or, you know, or maybe you know, if you happen to be over, you know, a minute old, they're not listening to you. They listen to people like Rihanna, and with Rihanna being so seemingly sexually free, it's not the best influence on our young girls. But by her giving this information to Vanity Fair magazine just goes to show you she only plays tough. She's not tough, she's a woman. And by the way, I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that in a good way. I think that we have been so suppressed as women to give this impression that we can do it all, we can have it all, that we're so tough, that we don't need men or women. I'm not judging. How you doing? that we don't need love and a hug at night. Like, I'll be the one to tell you, okay? I love love, okay? Not because I'm weak, but because I love love, like I love love. I'm soft and I'm pink. And you know, you make fun of people like Jennifer Lopez, and yeah, I do mention Jennifer whenever I talk about this because she monkey bars from one relationship to the other, and she's often talked about how she loves to be in the company of a man. I don't see anything weak about that, you all. I see that as being a strong woman who's honest about what it is to be a strong woman. I mean, you know, for a lot of us, you scream and yell at people all day and tell them what you like at work, but when you get home, don't you just kind of want to be swathed in his arms? And also about Rihanna, and I wish she told us this earlier because we wouldn't probably judge so harsh. She's a girl. Guess what else she loves that we love? TV. Okay, so here are the shows that she loves the most. I only have 2 in common with her, but I love it. She loves NCIS. She loves CSI. She loves The First 48. And she loves Snapped. Oh, by the way, and she loves Forensic File, of which I love a Forensic File marathon is my life. And The First 48, okay. Also, guess what else she longs to do that many of us can do, but she can't? I'm telling you, she's a girl. The grocery store. Like, you know, you forget. If you ever saw Rihanna in the grocery store, wouldn't you just fan out and like you're in the produce aisle, wouldn't all the cantaloupes just drop on the floor? Oh my God, it's Rihanna. Oh my God. Right? And we forget about some of the simple luxuries we have in life that this girl can't even do. I mean, I go to the grocery store, but I have it handled. I go to the same ones in my town, and I'm not Rihanna. So it's not that big of a deal after the second visit. It's like, there's Mrs. Hunter. They call me that at the grocery store, which I love. But Rihanna can't even go buy, like, Sugar Pops or a cantaloupe or some Veganese. Like, she can't do any of that stuff. Oh, she's just a girl. Yeah. Now look, the following problem is for rich people only. Because I can't picture the rest of us doing this mess. Okay, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have been separated for 4 months. You got that part? Yes. But they're still living together. Yes. Now, when last we talked about this situation, he was living in the pool house, AKA the guest house, which in LA, guest houses are fabulous. They've got heat. Hot water. Not that little bar refrigerator like a lot of us had when we were in college, but now sits behind our bars at our house. No, they've got full, you know, Sub-Zeros in the chrome. A full fireplace. And the whole, yes. When you're rich, guest houses are everything. So now the latest report is that apparently he's moved out of the guest house. Now, you know they have 3 children together. The oldest one is 9 years old, and the youngest is 3. Now, I'm not worried about the 3-year-old. My concern is about the 9-year-old, because we all know they've got big mouths. They are slick with their mouths. At 9, right? So apparently he's moved out of the guest house and into the main house. But here's where the rich people thing comes in. Okay, so they're separated, and some of my staffers, like in this morning's meeting, my producers were like, well, I picture them still getting it in. And I said, well, you know, maybe once every 15 days. Maybe. But the honest to goodness truth from me is that I'm sure their house is so big that they've got wings. And he's got his own entrance. There are probably more than one kitchen. And the second kitchen does not have that college refrigerator. It's got like the big one and an island with granite and marble and stuff. Right? So, in other words, he's got his own, oh, by the way, and the garage, you know how you live in Jersey and the garages are all lined up together? In LA, like if you're a Gardner Affleck, you've got separate garage, like there's a garage over here and there's a garage over here and there's 2 underground here. You know what I mean? Don't feel sorry for these people. And also, don't try to emulate this, because this is not going to work for most of us. But I like how they're doing it. What they're doing is they've separated on their way to divorce. It's a slow separation process. And if most of us can do this, I think a lot of us will probably agree this might be the way to go, instead of just kicking him out or making him sleep on the couch, you know, or get his own apartment or something like that, and come over and you're angry all the time. How about if you can all live in the same house? Now, mind you, their house is not a house to me, it's a compound. If you can all live in the same compound, I think more of us would probably think that this would probably be the way to go for the sake of the kids, but also, you know what? For the sake of each other. Now, eventually, he's gonna start dating someone other than the nanny. Allegedly. And she'll start dating someone other than, oh, I had something slick to say, but I can't think of the name. Though they know, but they're holding back. You know, we read the same stuff, okay? But good for them. You know, slow and steady rolling into divorce. It doesn't shock the kids. And it's probably something that would be great if we could all be able to do that, you know, in divorce times, but we can't, so we can just live vicariously through them. Great. So, big news for Will Smith fans. Movie career, not so much recently. But music career is on the upswing. He's returning to music for the first time in 10 years. I know. I don't mind this at all. You know, the last thing I think we heard from him is that Miami, Miami song. That was 10 years ago. How time flies, right? Doesn't it seem like that was just like 3 years ago? Yeah, and of course, the song of the summer, 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 Summertime. Well, he's planning a big summer tour next summer with his longtime friend and DJ, Jazzy Jeff. They've really kept themselves physically together, haven't they? Like, nobody's got a pot belly, nobody's got a double chin. Jeff is 50 years old. Will is 47 years old. And I heard this on Access Hollywood, and I was really happy to hear it, The thing is that I was wondering, not for nothing, Will and Jeff, because Jeff, you are one of the best, one of the second best DJs ever. Today. Hi, Boof. But he's one of the best DJs ever. Jazzy Jeff really does put it down, and Will Smith has, he's a handsome man, right? Right? So my thing is though, who's going to see them? Because I'm from that era. And I've got college in 3 years, okay, a 15-year-old at home, the dog, I'm moisturizing, I'm trying to save for retirement. Like, I don't have time for fiduciary income to go see Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Like, I don't. No, I don't. You know what I mean? So I'm like, who's going to see them? A girl who's 22 doesn't even know them. They don't even know the Fresh Prince, much less the Jazzy Jeff part. So I'm like, okay, who's going to see them if they tour the world, which that's what they're planning on doing. And my suggestion, all due respect, Jeff and Will, just stay put in Vegas. Like, if you go to Vegas, people will come to see you. And that's it. I'm very entertained, but I just feel like unless they were parked at the bottom of my driveway in, in Jersey, I would not be like, I'm busy. I love, but I'm busy. Yeah. Thank you. Cameron Diaz's husband, Benji Madden, has a new look. Never thought I'd like this look, but I actually love it. He got her name tattooed on his chest, first of all. Okay, right there. I don't like that look. But the look I like is the tattoo on his scalp. Excuse me, co-host, all of a sudden you're silent? Really? I like it. I'll tell you why I like it. First of all, he's still got hair, so the hair will still grow over the tattoos. Any tattoo artist will tell you, you know, if you get a scalp tattoo, that the hair will still grow. Doesn't mean that I co-sign on a scalp tattoo for somebody that I know and love in my personal life. Oh, hell no. But for him and this, and even after the hair grows in, these last 4 pieces, yeah. I like it. I'm like the only one here who likes it, you know, on staff, like in the morning meeting. I like it. I find it quite hot. Never thought I would, because I don't like tattoos. On a side note, TMZ caught Cameron falling while getting into her car the other day. Oh yeah, no, it was a nasty fall. She missed the curb right there. Like when you have the car door and your husband there and you fall, were you wasted? I don't know. I don't know. But Cameron, I just want you to know that you joined me and Peppa from Salt and Peppa in our Wendy show, Fall of Shame. Very nice. Oh my God, that's it. Hot Topics is over.